welcome back everyone. Ellington here, and we are back on Total War Rome 2. We are also back with another matchup from Total War League Season 8. This is a matchup of Perkele versus the Pike Stackers. So this is game 1, and we have got the Pike Stackers attacking. For the Pike Stackers today, we have got Swaby being commanded by Marketable Skills himself, and we have got Costanzas commanding Egypt here. Now for Perkele, on defense, we have got Saba being commanded by Fight Me. And then we have the one and only, my favorite, Lusitani being commanded by Mia. Now, this is a 2v2 on the settlement of Ilden. If you don't remember or don't know how the rules work, if you win as the defender, you get 2 points, plus or minus whatever your factions are worth. If you win on attack, you get 3 points, plus or minus what your factions are worth. So to give you an idea, for the attackers with Egypt and Swaby, we have got Swaby is a -3, and Egypt is a -2. So even with a win here, this will be a -2 fight for the attackers here. For the defenders, we have got Swaby. They are a -2, and Lusitani, which is a +2, which means that it would be a wash for the factions. So if the defenders win, they would get +2 points. But if you lose, you don't lose anything. You don't win or lose points if you lose the game. The only time you gain or lose points is if you win, making it a very kind of challenging thing to decide, how hard do you want to go on your factions? How big do you want to go on them? Because even if you win, if you spent a ton of money on them, was it worth it? So, more coming out. We have this big sally out from the defenders. Basically, almost the entirety of Lusitani's army is out here, as well as we have, I believe, two camel cataphracts, one Sabaean and one Marib. And then we do have a Scutari Cav from Lusitani. I'm personally not a big fan of the Scutari Cav, but it's fine. You can see Egypt here is kind of set up to just kind of watch this way. The ballista here has been trying to take down this wall for a while. I actually trimmed off some of this, and it's been going for a while. And what's basically happened, it's a really long range. I don't know, where did my markers go? What the hell? Well, that sucks. It's a really long range, but he was kind of hitting between here and here. Some of his shots were coming over here, some of his shots were coming over here. But they do have one breach open. It's really annoying that my markers are gone. I don't know why they're gone. Nothing's happened that should make them gone, but they're gone. It's a little frustrating. Oh well, that's fine. But yeah, so far, a pretty slow burn here. The attackers haven't even advanced their armies really in any way, shape, or form, mostly due to the fact that if they move from this position before they destroy the walls, then they could lose their ballista. Does look like they are going for the secondary wall there. Sorry about that. It's just a long shot. The further away it is, the less accurate that shot is. So, from this distance, the circle's pretty big for the spread of the shots. Scutari Cav snuck all the way back to the trees there. He's actually hidden back there. $75. too, but he's still pretty far back. Sorry, I'm tabbing out because I'm looking at the OBS recording, because the fact that my paint is gone makes me scared that something went pooey and my recording software is all messed up too or something, but it seems to be going fine, so... Okay, we're down to 90 on the wall. And I think that for the defenders, they really don't need to do a whole lot right now. You know what I mean? Like, they are perfectly content for the attackers to just take their time. You know? The defenders aren't going anywhere. The more time that is burned off the clock, the better for them. So they are content to just sit here and basically, like, wave. Like, hey, guys! Hey! Look over here, look at us! Woo! You know, it can be very distracting for the attackers when you have a sally out like this where, you know, can get a little too focused on it. As of right now, the attackers really just seem to be kind of playing their own game. They are busting down their walls, they set up their defense against the sally out, and now they have turned off fire shot and seem to be going for targets now. But still no advancement. Here we go, here we go, here we go. So we've got just gobs of thorough spears. 1, 2, 3 thorax swords, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. 1, 2. Those are levies, so I guess they're technically, but I mean they still count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 thorough spears. Oof. But there's one reason why, right? These guys. The big yellow banners. That's why he brought all the thorough spears, because it's Lusitani. I guess technically we don't know that it was a counter pick, but or not counter pick, but yeah, if I saw Lusitani on the field, I would want as many javelins as I could get to. They also can help a little bit against the camel cataphracts with the javelins. You can see as they began their advance, now Lusitani and Saba have also begun their advance onto their position. Now they hold. Iberian slingers, Balearics. Is it just the 2? Yeah, I think it's just the 2 slingers. No, 3. 1 Iberian and 2 Balearic slingers. I don't know, maybe his 4th is back here in the settlement? Could be, kind of, sort of, maybe. No, he's right here. So 3 Balearics, 1 Iberian slinger. Iberians are going to kind of shift up this way, because then as the attackers advance, they can sit there and shoot at them. Now, do the attackers, I do not believe, have any cavalry. So, to be perfectly honest with you, these slingers can kind of do whatever they want. They can kite, they can step all the way up here and shoot stuff if they want to, because there isn't really anything to threaten them. They can pretty much outrun anything that Egypt or Swabi would try to chase them down with, so, you know, it really wouldn't make that big of a difference. But it makes it hard for the attackers, because the attackers want to go here. This is where they spent all of that ammunition busting down two wall sections, right? But it's gonna be really tough with the Lusitani and the Lusitani and Saba. I was gonna say Swaba, because my brain like took Swabi and Saba and put them together. Anyways, it's gonna be really tough to get into these breaches and deal with what's on your left flank, which makes the attackers kind of shoved over into this corner, right? They don't have a way in on the corner. They could bring the towers up, sure, but I think this really puts the attackers in a really difficult position. And they really don't want to engage Lusitani here. Lusitani has come out here. Let's see, we got Iberian swords, veteran shield warriors. I mean, There's only a couple veteran shields that are out here, but veteran shields are legitimately in man-to-man combat, are legit one of the best mid-tier units in the game. There are very few things that in hand-to-hand combat can take on a veteran shield warrior. They're very squishy. They don't like getting shot. They don't like arrows. They don't like slingers. They don't like javelins. But in an open field fight, Lusitani can bring to bear the strengths that it loses in a settlement, right? In the settlement, you have buildings, you have, houses and walls and all this stuff that take away the advantage of a slinger. But out on a field battle, look at this. The slingers can just sit here. Slingers have 25 ammunition, and they are ripping these throw spears to shreds. Egypt doesn't want it. He's backing away. He says, because Lusitani can just sit here all day. 1, 2, 3 units, 18 or 16 kills and 18 kills. There you go. He shifts forward, and we're getting more shots here. Still going after the Thuros. Thuros only they've got 70 armor, but still. Ooh, I hear, where is it a defender or an attacker? Yep, there it is. Scorpion, that actually could be useful here. Now, the one problem is, look at the line here. Super long, thin line. That means that if this Scorpion hits 2, that's it. It's much better than, let's say, the Scorpion hit back here. It could be 2.5, 3 guys. They have no armor. But here with the really long, drawn-out lines, it's going to be a little less effective, that Scorpion. Every time it shoots, it's going to get 1, 2, 1. While if it was shooting into, formations like this, it would get a better impact. Slingers, 6 kills, 16 and 18. Okay, so really only got a couple more kills so far. Towers are pushing forward. Yeah, I mean, they have literally just taken away the breach points. So one, waste of ammunition, right? All that ammo that was used to take down those breaches is very possibly not going to get very much worth, right? They are falling back. But I still think that it's still going to be it's going to be a difficult attack there. Because you will always have to sit here and worry about these guys. They are falling back because the archers here from Egypt are going to be able to get into that combat. Archers shooting at the Sabaean swords. They're sitting outside the gate here. Their spears just getting ripped up. 125, 150. Gotta be careful, those archers are moving up though. Still got stuff sitting over here. Sabaean cataphracts over here. Scutari cavalry. They're pretty well protected, especially as they move forward closer to the settlement. It means less and less ground that they have to sit there and guard. So I'm curious if they are going to put a ton of weight into the tower push, or if they're bluffing here. A lot of club levy, and a lot of sword masters. Got one sword master here, a little exposed. He is guarded by a backup, though, so if anything tried to charge him, they would get some pretty good jabby tosses. Archers 28, 6, 13. They are getting shots in on the Lusitani units. Here come the slingers again. That would be the most frustrating thing ever. 113. Throw Spear's probably going to come up and burn the tower, it looks like. I wonder, are we going to get the Sabaean Swords sally out, maybe? No. But shield side, or sword side shots from the slingers on the wall. 124 out of 160. The attackers really just don't have a good answer over here. Looks like Egypt is just going to hold his ground and allow Swaby to try and push into the settlement. The one downside for the defenders here is all of these troops out here, as long as they are back there, are pretty well useless, right? They're not doing a whole lot. So a good concerted push into the settlement right now, and the defenders are going to be outnumbered and probably not going to be able to deal with you. What we will probably see in response to a heavy push would be a heavy push from the outside. It could be pricey for the defenders to do so, but they have to do something to keep troops from entering the settlement, right? If they can limit how many attackers can go into the settlement at once, they can pull it off. But if all of these attackers are able to make a good concerted push into the settlement, the defenders are a severe disadvantage. These throw spears are just getting ripped up, man. 71 out of 160, 137 out of 160. Maybe a bit of an advance now. Looks like they busted down the gate. No, not yet. Oh yeah, gate damage, 100. I looked at the wrong thing. I saw the 52, but I was looking at the wrong one. So far, no drop on the wall yet. I think if they do, they're going to face a lot of Sabaean Swords and Mercenary Mascot Marauders. The archers have moved forward. Got the Khemri Bowwomen up here as well. Balearic Slinger is actually getting a shot in over here. But they just have to sit here and watch. Distracts them from the main fight. That's exactly what the attackers are trying to, the defenders are trying to do, is to distract the attackers here. 79 kills, 88 kills, 65. The archers 58, 99, and this one's kind of out of combat, not really shooting anything. Okay, we got a big tower drop. So it looks like maybe they are going to abandon the tower and push the breach after all. Now the defenders, looks like they're pulling off to the side a little bit. I wonder if they're wanting to give them a little bit of a way in so they can really swarm it, possibly. Now he's moving back into the breach. Now Mercenary Mascot Marauder is going to go in. Now remember, Mercenary Mascot Marauders are a very high charge unit, so you really want something set up behind to cycle with, which you can see he's doing so with the Sabaean Swords. What he's going to do, while the Mascot Marauders get their charge bonus in, he's going to Javi into the flank of the club levy here. Then, when they're done, it will allow them the opportunity to then cycle with the Mascot Marauders, allowing them to reset their charge and go back in. So first unit club levy gone. Archer's just really laying it in here. Slingers have moved back up. We got 116 and look at that, 116 and 116. Well, 117 now, but still. 81. There's a little turtle over here. The Thorough Spear's just getting destroyed. Lucidani says, I'm not scared of your javelins if you can't get to me first. So the Moscots did get switched. But I think he might have charged them back in. They're kind of all over the place at the moment. I think they got a little caught up. Sorry, just kind of getting some cinematic look here. All the arrows coming in from the background. Good cycles, good cycles. Sabaean Swords 230. Moscow Marauders 87. Here come Iberian Swords. They're going to set up, use their jabbies probably. On the outside, the Sally Out army still just biding its time. He's waiting for a commitment. Once he gets the commitment, he'll go in. He'll sweep in and hit the back. But he needs more units to try to commit to this settlement before he can. If he goes in right now, he gets focused down, which is not good for him. Moscow Marauders going back in, 102 kills, 36 charge bonus. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's going on here? I think he just sent a out-of-ammo archer to try and neutralize the gate, possibly? Or it was a really, really big fuck-up. It's 141 kills, so I'm assuming he's out of ammo. That's my thought. Club Levy. Slinger's left here, 113 kills. He's probably distracted somewhere else, probably over here. Iberian Swords kind of getting caught up on the club, or the Bloodsworn actually. Bloodsworn are a low tier unit, but man, if given the ability to charge in, they would really screw up these Iberian Swords. So they did neutralize the gate. Swordmaster charged through the gate. Mascot Marauders countercharging them. Maybe a setup to get some jabbies right here. Oh. Oh. Ow. Ow. Ooh. There's more. Swordmaster just took like 39 kills. Thorax now in. A little bit more pressure here. Look how close they are. Baleric's 202 kills, 173 kills. Slinger's on the wall with 40. Cretan's having to fall back. Kimberly Bowman, or no, the Longbow Hunters. Just shooting straight at the Sabaean Swords there. Kimberly Bow's 55 kills and 31 kills. They're trying to archer dodge. I'm not gonna lie, I hate that. It's so cheeky.
Find your targets!
I would be so frustrated if I was the attackers, getting shot from literally every angle here. Levy Throw Spears, Royal Thorax Swords. Here we go, the Noose Titans. Scorpion, I don't think is shooting. I guess he's shooting something. It says he's firing, but he hasn't fired anything. Swordmaster 70 kills and they're down to 47 men. This one's doing a bit better, 110 men, 134 kills. They're starting to lose grip on this here. Saba is basically just trying to soak up everything that he possibly can. Look what happened over here. Just mass death. You gotta remember, when things land on the tower, they come out like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know, and so they get swarmed by a mass while they typically haven't quite, you know, gained their own mass. So it just is kind of a death trap a lot of times, especially if you can't guarantee that you can get most of the unit up before it dies. Veteran Shield Warriors now coming in. They're probably going to swap out with Iberian swords, I bet. A little bit of slip through here, Club Levy. This is a fresh Swordmaster. And a lot of Thorax. Not a lot, I guess, but 2. Going shield wall. Interesting. Look at this. Look how much they've shrunk. Now, Swordmaster coming through the gate. Could be a little bit of a problem. Mercenary Moscot Marauder's probably going to have to charge in. Then we got camels in the background. Oh, beautiful charge. So that's the thing about the Thorough Spears, and especially the Levy Thorough Spears. Levy Thorough Spears have only 45 armor, not the 70 that a regular one does. And they are a light spear infantry. So even though they are spears, they get demolished if they get charged. We only got 2 kills there. 84 men. That killed half of the unit right there. But it soaked most of the damage of what would have happened to that guy. Kind of browsing around here. You can see Lustani charged in as well. Now you got a high tier unit versus a mid tier unit. Swordmasters are probably going to win that. Thorough Spears are not. Well, it's an Iberian sword. They should be fine. The general, though, here from Swaby, it's got Veteran Shield Warriors, Qatari Cav, Iberian swords, and he's got a Camel Cataphract coming around behind. A little bit of a, they kind of caught on to the Levy Thorough Spear, but he's still got a pretty good charge on it. And here we go, there's the general. He charged into the Levy Thoros and then turned right around into the Swaby general. Camel Cataphracts, oh my god. 345 kills now. The general, 155. General got caught standing. I think he's microing the other camel. There you go, now he's moving. Got 166 though. This is it. That's GG. GG. Royal Thorax Sword getting in the fight. They're going down fighting, but that's it. All reinforcements are gone. The exterior is crushed. The interior, it's just a matter of time. Probably start seeing those camels start coming in here now. 374, 200. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's crazy how such a slow burn early on, then all of a sudden, done. It's over. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, let's go look at some kills here. All right, starting off with Saba, Fight Me, 2,352 kills, 389 and 200 on the camels. Slingers did pretty solid, and his infantry really held the line very well. Mia as Lusitani, 1,958 kills, but look how healthy a lot of the units are. 204, 178, nicely done. For the defenders, or for the attackers, excuse me, it almost felt like they were defenders at this point. But the attackers, marketable skills as Swaby, 1559. His Swordmasters actually ended up doing relatively well. I would have wanted to see at least some chevrons, but Costanza's Closet as Egypt with 1209. Really just, those slingers just ate his throw spears alive. That was rough. That was very, very rough. But that is going to be it for today's battle. Like I said, that is going to be the defenders going up by 2 points on this fight. But game 2 will be coming soon. Make sure to keep an eye out for that. If you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We will see you guys next time.